Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with a little bit of a transfer chat today. Now, United have already spent around £107 million on players. Raphael Varane completing his move next week as soon as quarantine and all of that stuff is out of the way. Then, of course, Jadon Sancho was the first one through the door after the freebie of Tom Heaton for £73 million. So United have spent around £107 million, give or take. We usually spend around £140, £150 million netish, usually around every single summer or in a year. So Manchester United probably have around 30 odd million pounds left to spend. You would think, given recent history. Yeah? Man United probably got around that much to spend, plus a few players that we need to sell, and we know that we've got a few positions that we need to fill in. We've got a few positions that we need to fill in. Those positions are that midfield position, that holding midfield position, just in front of the defence, so we can play a 4-3-3. We've also needed to get a backup right back, because at the moment we're short there. You look at it, we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Diogo Dalot, Ethan Laird. Now Ethan Laird's probably going to go out on loan. Diogo Dalot's probably going to leave the club as well, which leaves us with just Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and that means we need another one. So we are being linked with players in that right back position as well, and we'll just look at some of those rumours and try and figure out who will be joining Manchester United next, because in this video I will be predicting that I'll be getting my Mystic Mac on. So make sure you're sticking with us throughout this video for those predictions at the end. I want your predictions as well in those comments below. And let's start this chat by looking at those midfielders that have been linked with the club. We know who they are. There's loads of them. Camavinga, Ruben Neves. I said loads of them, but I've already ran out of them. Saul Niguez has been linked with the club as well. Declan Rice is another one that's been linked with the club. We have been linked with a number of midfielders, and Camavinga is one that was seemingly a possibility for around 30-40 million pounds. And the latest on that is Camavinga is waiting to see what will happen this summer with Man United having direct contacts, but he does not rule out leaving as a free agent next summer, with many other clubs from Spain, with PSG also joining the race. Now, as we know, PSG, they're looking to spend money elsewhere. They probably haven't got as big of a budget as they would like this summer to make that transfer happen. Real Madrid, Barcelona, those are in the same position. Barcelona can't even register players. We saw Donny van de Beek ended up at Man United because Real Madrid couldn't afford him. Now we hear that Camavinga is eyeing up a move to PSG or Real Madrid. Man United are a possibility as well. But because he wants to go to those other clubs, he could wait it out a little bit. Now, with that being said, it feels like this one probably wouldn't happen. Because if he wants to come to Manchester United, surely he would have come to Manchester United already. I would love Camavinga to come, and I wouldn't mind United just sticking in there just to see what happens, see if Rennes want to take a fee for him this summer, because they're not going to want to lose him for free. They're not going to want to lose one of their best young talents for free. They're going to want to make some bag on him. They're going to want to make some money on him. So, Camavinga, whilst it is a possibility, there are those things there that make you think it probably won't happen. But Rennes wanting money will mean it probably could happen. And Camavinga isn't going to knock down a move to the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? His agents are the same agents as Gareth Bale's. I think Daniel James is the same agent and those kind of things. So it could easily happen, but he's giving signs that he wants to go elsewhere, so it could be held up a little bit. Another man that's been linked with us is Saul Niguez, and we've seen a number of rumours which say United are eyeing up a £45 million deal for Saul. Now what's interesting there is Saul was rated at 100, 120, 130 million pounds they were talking about in pre-COVID, and now the fact that we're talking 40, 50 million is incredible. It shows you the climb down in price that we've seen. It shows you that these clubs in Spain need money. Atletico Madrid want to bring in Griezmann. And talking about Griezmann, AS say Barcelona are in pole position for Saul. The Blaugrana continues to be the best place to sign a midfielder. and it's unrelated to any hypothetical sale of Griezmann to Atletico Madrid. There were rumours this week that Saul's agents had flown in to England to discuss a move with Manchester United, which was quickly denied by sources close to Saul. So it looks like the move wasn't as far ahead as that. Flying in for talks with Manchester United. It does look like, they're probably looking to sell him elsewhere. And United, whilst I think we will have some interest, you generally hear that it was interest a few months ago or a month ago. It's not active interest. So you feel like Saul Niguez is probably someone on the list of potential replacements if Pogba was to leave. And you feel like, therefore, that one is probably less likely this summer, because all the talk is United, whether they get him to a new deal or not, aren't selling Pogba this summer. And if that's the case, I can't see Saul coming in. Now, we also hear Rice, Saul, Camavinga continue to be the three midfield names that carry the most weight this summer. But Fabrizio Romano has also chipped in and said it's still an open race for Ruben Neves, but is seen as a possible signing by Manchester United. Nothing is advanced. And that's an interesting one. 24 years old, available for around 30-40 million pounds, experienced in the Premier League, plays in that number 6 position. The only thing is, you probably feel like United were better suited to a more aggressive, tough tackling, hard ball winning midfielder. Ruben Neves isn't that. He's a more Carrick-esque type midfielder. Whether he's as good as Carrick remains to be seen. Obviously has a great eye for a pass. He has great set-piece ability. But Carrick also had great reading of the game, great interceptions, and those kind of things. But this is a move that I am kind of warming to, because you feel like Matic could potentially leave Manchester United. Andreas Pereira could potentially leave Manchester United. And with the fee that Ruben Neves is available at, Manchester United could possibly see that one as a more likely signing. Now, I do feel this could take a while. And we have heard talk of Ruben Neves being happy at Wolves. But there's no doubt that there's been a lot of briefings that he is for sale at the right price, which is around 30-40 million pounds. And now there's talk United are interested. Bruno Fernandes is a big fan of his as well. And I'm sure he's in Solskjaer's ear saying, make this happen. But Ruben Neves coming on the radar is another one. And it's interesting. As I mentioned before, United are looking at a right back. Now, all signs seem to point towards Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier could be joining United, although it may be at the end of the window. It is understood United are prioritising outgoings after the signings of Jadon, Sancho and Raphael Varane. Fabrizio chipped in and said Kieran Trippier's situation is still quiet as Man United need to clarify Dalot's future. Atletico are not considering Florenzi as a replacement. He's not even an option. So Kieran Trippier there, linked with United. Now, it's believed Atletico are asking for 40 million euros, which is a big fee for a player whose contract expires next summer. Kieran Trippier is looking to push for a move, but again, with 1 year on his contract, would he kick up a fuss at Atletico Madrid? I think this one will drag on. I really do. I think it will be like the Tellez one, which happens more closer to the end of the window. But like I said, I was going to give you a prediction on what's happening. Who do I think will sign for Manchester United? Now, I would love Camavinga. I would absolutely love Camavinga. I think he's a superb signing with great ceiling for improvement. Also, top quality player. He played at 6, played at 8. Would love to bring him in. You all already know my opinions on those other players that we discussed. Saul, he would be a fantastic player. I don't feel like that one is going to happen. Camavinga, as we discussed. Declan Rice, United are probably going to be priced out of a move for that one, especially with it looking like Jesse Lingard isn't going to end up at West Ham. And with that being said, if I was to predict who United would sign right now, I think we'll end up this window with Tom Heaton, Jadon Sancho, Raphael Varane. I think Kieran Trippier will be the last signing. And I think the fourth signing will be Ruben Neves. I don't know why. It's just something in my gut that tells me that. And it's not because of this tweet earlier either. Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, let us know your predictions in the comments below. Like I said, they're just predictions. I'm using all these rumours to make my own predictions. Let us know in those comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.